Hey guys, welcome back to Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Hypermode. I am Franz Fabian von Derpenberg III, and yeah, things. So, last episode we started the game, found the trooper squadron that we were sent to find, and found out what happened to them, and then we found this great temple area. And yeah, we don't really know anything about this area other than it's of alien design. Presumably what would be a native species designed this. But we'll have to find out for sure what's going on here. Oh, lovely! Look at this! Splinter cocoons! This one's bigger, though. Oh, look, I can't scan it. Oh. Yes, walk into the trap. Then you can scan it. Not that that will be necessary. Alright, so now, I know I talked about Darklings a little bit in the last episode, and now that is what Darklings look like in action, taking control of a host body, potential host body, whatever you want to call it. So now these splinters have turned into dark splinters. And I mean, I was a little concerned about the big cocoon there, but it looks like we have to deal with that later. This is a little mini-boss fight here, and this mini-boss fight, not at this point of it, but if you don't like have the basic skills to you know, do reasonably good in this, especially if you're playing on Hypermode, this fight will fucking wreck you. Just saying. That is kind of how it goes, because you can take damage very quickly here, and attacks can be hard to avoid. This thing is called the Alpha Splinter, though it won't say it just yet. And man, that jumping attack hurts. And it's a little hard to avoid too. See, that did, what, 22 damage? Alpha Splinter. Here we go. Ooh, just barely got out of that. So I usually try and juke him because he tries to track your movement. And what I do is I use the B dash back and forth. Oh shit. Whoa. And then that causes him to over-predict. Alright, there we go. So, interestingly, though the fight actually gets a lot easier at this point. You can shoot him, but I don't think it actually does anything. He's got basically infinite health during this segment. So, yeah, that's the funny thing. You got your Dark Alpha Splinter now. He's been Darkling possessed. Alpha male of a Darkling Warpack. Now, he's got a lot of health. He's also got a projectile attack. Ouch. And he does more damage. But his jumping is actually easier to avoid. It's more predictable. He has a much larger window before he can actually jump. So he's kind of got a wind-up time. So it makes him a lot more predictable and easy to dodge. Which, all in all, I consider that making the fight a lot easier. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh, that was so bad! If he hits me again, I'm done. Okay, so I'm probably gonna stay quiet here and just try and kill him. Damn. There we go. Yeah, so this is an example of what I was talking about having to try hard sometimes. I fucked up quite a bit on that segment. I tried to juke him in that portion of the fight, and that was just my muscle memory fucking up, I think. Basically, that was a terrible idea. You don't want to juke him at that point, because it's a lot more predictable and doesn't follow you quite as well. So you just move out of the way and stay out of his way, and it's a lot safer. But yeah, so basically once I went down to 15 energy here, it's like, okay, I gotta buckle down and get this done. Alright. So, Samus's armor system isn't entirely compatible with whatever this is because it doesn't know what it even was. However, it doesn't seem to have any negative impact on the suit's performance. So, you know, whatever. Just roll with it. We'll find out later, and by later I mean in the next room, what this item actually is and what it does. So this is the native species of the planet here. Well, not really native, but well, that's a conversation for another day. Do not be afraid. I am U-Mos. I mean, I guess U-Mos would be more correct. I'm just gonna say U-Mos though, because I always knew him as U-Mos. Hard habit to break, I guess. I don't know. I am U-Mos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear of our world's peril. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Aether, exploding with great force. Kind of like Talon 4. A rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over our world. That, on the other hand, is not like Talon 4. However, the two meteors, the one that hit Talon 4 and the one that hit this one, do have some connection, but you're not really going to know much about that in this just yet. Learn a lot more about that sort of thing in Prime 3, where once there was one Aether, there were now two. One of light and one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. So that's where that portal led earlier, was to Dark Aether. And those are what was encountered in the area. It was the end of peace on Aether, for a new race was born that day on the Dark World, one filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades we stood against them, yet now we lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided, half for our world and half for theirs. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us. Does that look familiar at all? One that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us restore our world. You are our only hope, Samus. Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be their next victims. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I've also updated your I've also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coated with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. So those doors that, you know, the scan visor couldn't really interact with, that's kind of how that works. It's the violet holograms. There are different levels of those holograms, though, and I can only interact with the violet ones. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know you possess the energy transfer module. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Aether shine upon you. Alright. And he heals me too, because he's a nice guy. And yeah, so, yeah, this is a Luminoth. U-Mos. U-Mos, whatever. Sentient species of planet Aether. So yeah, and so there's one of these holograms here. You can get lore from them as well. I'll go through the Luminoth lore, like, another time. But, yeah, I actually have all of it already, though, is the thing. So, I don't actually need to scan those, but I'm probably gonna anyways. Just because seeing the holograms still sticking out is kind of going to mess with my brain and make me think I haven't scanned it. Alright, so we're back in here now. And if you see here, different color holograms. And then there's the violet one that we need. Pathway to Agon. Beyond the pathway to Agon sector lies. Alright. Oh yeah, and these guys are a new type of enemy here. Light flyer. Light generating flyer. They are hostile though, and they will zappity zap zip me if I don't kill them. Fuck off! Two fully charged beams will deal with them. GG. Okay. So now we go back down an elevator. I was saying these elevators rely more on jet propulsion and gravity. We've only really seen one that uses jet propulsion, however, since we're going down, gravity is basically going to do all the work for us here. I suppose the jet probably comes on, like, here to break your fall, or whatever. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Either that or the jet's on the whole time, just kind of making sure you don't plummet to your doom. Okay, so let this gateway forever protect our sacred temple. May you find enlightenment and peace. Oh, thanks. Okay, so we were already here earlier. Oh, the cocoons are still gone. Cool. Yeah, this is where we shot the winch, as you can see. However, we can actually go and, But I wanted to go through the red door. More of this. Now, interestingly, if you're quick and precise, which I am neither of those, you can kill these guys before the Darklings get to them. It's funny, the crate exploding actually damaged them. Okay. Whoa, okay. It's like two fully charged beams should take care of these guys too. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I wonder if that damaged him. I can't tell for sure. Alright, so yeah, this guy's a lot more durable than the standard splinters. So these are basically Nissathors. And here's our first energy tank. That's gonna be very, very helpful. In a lot of the time, in any Metroid game, not just the Prime series, but any Metroid game, your first energy tank is sometimes the most useful. Alright, where am I going again? This way, okay. So I gotta go back down this little corridor. Still can't do anything with that, even though if I can lock onto it, I can't do anything with it. And then just shoot it and have my shots bounce. Alright. Beyond this door, the path to the Agon Wastes lies. Once fertile plains, now sand, scorched and ruined by war. May life thrive there again one day. Jeez, that sucks. Oh yeah, so there's if you notice a dead Luminoth that appears to be, you know, like there's still some color on them or whatever, like they haven't been dead for a very long time, they usually have lore data. It's kind of a cool little passageway here. Like, kind of like glass. So this is the elevator to Agon Wastes. All this all high up in the mountain and whatnot. So there's this. This is here too. Also, if you miss this, man, I pity you. Missile expansion acquired. That is one of the easiest missile expansions to get in the entire game. But it's kind of hidden in plain sight. Kind of not. Like, it's behind that web, but you can actually see it if you look from an angle where you can see the whole web. You can see through it. Alright, so this is Agon Wastes. It's the first room, though. Agon Bearer Pods. So these are basically like little plant thingies that explode, and they will drop pickups. Sandgrass, indigenous strain of grass adapted to desert climate. Lumite, photosynthetic flying insectoid. These guys can be kind of annoying sometimes, but they're really not that much of a threat usually. Actually, they're not ever really a threat, but they can be kind of annoying. So there we go. Agon Wastes is basically desert area. Lots and lots of sand. Anakin Skywalker would hate it here. And then there's these guys. Sand diggers. And they spit poop at you. They have 2 heads. They'll also bite you if you get too close. But that's not really their primary attack. They'll only do that if you walk up to them. So basically, you have to kill both the heads. And then they die. Yummy. Yeah, that is messy. Okay. Alright, so this is our first save station in Agon Wastes. Alright. So yeah, we gotta get to the top of the room. In order to do that, we have to deal with this guy, Sand Digger. Go away! Stupid desert bird, monster, creature, alien thing. delicious. Okay. Oh yeah, we blow this up with a missile. And poof. Out of the way. Out of the way! Oh, Jesus. Okay. Same with this one. So if you see the hologram there, I can't scan that. It's not violet. And like I said, I can only scan the violet ones. Alright. Space Pirates. Paratrooper, Starfaring Brigand. So the pirates are designed vastly differently. Their design is vastly different than in the first game, whatever. Honestly, I think the first game's design is like way better. It's superior. However, there are some things about the space pirates in this game that are pretty damn cool. Like I love how they beam down. Like that. That's pretty cool. And they're all in all a little more dangerous in this game. Yo, holy shit, hey dad. Okay. So this is a space pirate area, basically. Like they're here. I mean, the ship the task force Heracles used came here tracking an unknown space pirate frigate. So it's clear that they have some operations here. By the way, this thing is called a... It's called an unable to interface with door control system, because, you know, it's called a Brisgy, which is kind of funny, because there's an enemy in Metroid Prime encountered in the Magmor Caverns called a Grisby. But this is a Brisgy instead of a... Oh my god, it's messing with me. But this is a Brisgy instead of a Grisby, which is, you know, it's kind of funny. I don't know. Or maybe it's not funny and I'm just insane. But, I don't know, I find that kind of funny. I didn't even hit him. Blast radius did all the work for me. One thing about missiles in this game, if you, like, are in midair and you lock on and fire it, like, right away, it won't track your target properly. Like, missiles kinda, they take a sec to actually lock on. Oh yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to be going, I think. Or is it? Yes, it is. Oh, and this is what shriek bats are like in this game, because yes, they exist. Oh, I was stuck there for a sec. Shriek bats are actually a little bit more of a challenge in this game. They got more health, and they track you better. If I had, you know, run into there and just tried to dodge out of the way, they probably would have hit me anyways. So this is Agon Temple. So this is the area, supposedly, where the energy was stolen from. Oh. Oh look, a big worm. Alpha Sand Digger. So, ow. This is basically just a giant sand digger. Oh probably one of the least interesting bosses in the game, but, you know. Bomb Guardian. Bomb-dropping Darkling. I wonder where he got those freaking bombs from. Enemy is utilizing your Morph Ball bomb unit. So, you're stolen by unknown creatures, right? Well, yeah. This little bitch stole our Morph Ball bombs. Now it's time for us to take them back. It's weird how he loses one of his heads. This fight can be a little bit bothersome on Hypermode. It takes quite a while. This has got a lot of health. Doesn't hit you very hard, though. Doesn't hit you much if you're careful, which I'm not. Not on this fight. I'm like bare minimum careful. Oh shit. I wish I could do that with my multiple bombs. Oh my god. Yeah, this fight is so tedious compared to some of the others. Some of the other boss fights in this game are incredibly challenging. Like, this game has some notoriously difficult bosses. This is not one of them. Oh, man. So, lovely weather we're having. Well, I don't know. Actually, the weather is reasonably good here. If we're gonna actually talk about that, but it's really hot. I mean, I'd take it over winter any day. Winters here are shit. They suck. Get below zero like every day. Like, I mean, you get minus 20 at least once every single year. But now we got a heat wave and people are complaining. One of my friends made a post on a social media platform of no particular importance that said, you know, he said he wanted winter back. He was done with all the heat. And I was just like, are you insane? Like, bruh. I don't know. Basically, winters here suck. I don't know why anyone would enjoy that for any reason, or let alone take that over the heat. In fact, usually when people are talking about overheating, I'm just like, hey, at least it is winter. Oh my god. Fuck. Is it gonna take 10 years? It's not, but this is kind of, you know, like I said, it's tedious. Oh, you cunt! So that's why I'm trying to use a charge beam and then missile combo on him here. Because I don't have a lot of time. I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can in that small window of time that he gives me when I'm stunned. Alright, he's dead. Bye-bye. Oh, man. And I got the Morpho Bombs. Yay! Okay. So, these are, I think, made out of caloric alloy. We can blow them up, basically, with the Morph Ball Bombs that we just got. And now we go into here. There's a bomb slut in here. And that will take us somewhere. So this is the energy controller. Luminoth holo projector online. Automated message initiated. Welcome, I am Aisha, Sentinel of the Agon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ing. The portal to Dark Aether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a Dark Temple, a twisted mockery of the sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Aether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest of warriors. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmful atmosphere of the Dark World. I have updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coated with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Aether serve you well. Energy fully replenished. Can't remember if there's a lore entry in here or not. I think I'm thinking of another area. Yeah. Oh, what? The other gate's destroyed. Go away, War Wasps. Nobody likes you. Why were you brought back in this game? Hey, they're not in Prime 3 at least. Spoilers. Or are they? No, they're not in Prime 3. And there's other flying, annoying bug monster enemies, but you don't see those guys going in Prime 3, which is pretty cool. It's a welcome change. Splat. I'm surprised none of those Lumites have targeted me yet. Alright. So open that door now. None of them are attacking me just yet. Oh, they are now. I can hear them getting ready to shoot at me. Okay, missile expansion here. Alrighty. Is there anything else I want to do here? Okay, so one of the doors, the one right, like, just down there, that one, will take us to that dark portal that he was talking, that the Luminoth was talking about, but we're already 37 minutes in. I think I'm gonna go back and save. Grab a few things on the way, though. Yeah, they're shooting at me now. Okay, so when we went through here before, there was this kinetic orb cannon down here, but there was a block blocking it, no pun intended. So yeah, you blow up that block so that you can unblock this. I'll stop. And you get an energy tank out of it. I mean, and you get to blow up some of the sand bats on the way through. Oh yeah, another thing, because this is the Prime Trilogy version, you can hop once you acquire the more full mons. Okay, so we're back in this main room here. What was this room even called again? Mining Plaza. Okay. So... I'm just gonna walk through. Oof. Oh yeah. Can, do this, I'll save it, saving either. Telluric alloy. Die, telluric alloy, die. Alright. Alright. I have downloaded the map for this area. Yay! Okay. Alright. I'm like kind of going around here because I don't want to fight the fucking sand diggers again. Again, they take a little while to kill, and I do not want to do that at the moment. I mean, you can just ignore them and they'll eventually burrow again, but fuck that. Real men avoid them and don't fight them at all. Alright. So, that's it for episode 2. And, yeah, to be continued. Hope to see you guys on the next one, because, you know, I'm totally seeing you, you're not seeing, me. Alright, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. Consider that making the fight a lot easier.
At this moment, he knew. He fucked up.